moviegoers, this is Timwithams, here for another movie review. Today, I reviewed the movie Austin Powers. It's rated PG-13, made in 1997. So, it's an older movie. It spawned 3 sequels. All of them just really inappropriate for a PG-13 film. Now this movie stars comedian Mike Myers, who stars as Austin Powers, international man of mystery. Now, he's a spy from the 1960s. This movie co-stars Elizabeth Hurley. Now, if you know anything about Mike Myers, you know most of his movies has sexual humor, foul language, and as far as Elizabeth Hurley's acting goes, if you know anything about her, you know she wears basically clothes that show the top of her boobs. And she uses a lot of sexual humor in her movies, a lot of foul language, in most of her movies. There's a couple that were a little bit clean, don't get me wrong. Now, she's known for wearing provocative clothing, usually. And this movie is something you would expect from both of these people. Both Mike Myers and Elizabeth Hurley. This movie has a lot of sexual humor, provocative clothing, and foul language. Now, Mike Myers plays as Austin Powers, like I said, international man mystery. And he also stars as his arch nemesis, Dr. Evil. So, Mike Myers plays 2 characters in this movie. Now, all 3 franchises of this film has spawned 3 films total. All 3 have sexual humor, foul language, and slapstick humor. Now, Elizabeth Hurley is in the first movie. Okay, and makes a short appearance in the second film, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. This film is also filled with some toilet trashy humor and some very inappropriate jokes and racial jokes. Now, this movie started in 1997, and the last one, which is the third film, which is Austin Powers Goldmember, ended somewhere near 2000 something. Can't remember the exact date the third one ended, but ended near 2000 and something. Now, all 3 films just kept trying to top each other with more sexual humor, trashy toilet humor, foul language, and more goofier bad guys. All 3 films got a PG-13 rating. Personally, I think they should have rated it R because of all the stuff it has in it. But typical Hollywood. The curse words in this film include the SH word. The SH word is used 4 times. One time the a-hole word is used. And the A word is used by itself once. The Lord's name was used a whopping 12 times. The H word was used 2 times. The BAS word was used 2 times altogether in this film. This film altogether has 22 curse words, which are used in this film. 1 toilet pooping joke, which I call toilet humor. 78 sexual references used in a joking manner. Sexual references used to attempt to make the film funnier. That's Hollywood for you. They figure, sexual jokes are funny. Foul language can be funny. And it has 1 drug references being used as humor. Of course, there are 5 scenes of alcohol where the characters are getting drunk and, drinking a lot. There are 4 racial jokes in this film. Trying to be funny with racial jokes. Making fun of the English making fun of other people, different races and stuff. 10 scenes of lucid sexual dancing. 10 whopping scenes of sexual lucid dancing. Dancing provocatively, as some may say. One of those scenes have a naked butt in it. Now, there are 3 scenes where you get to see Mike Myers' butt in this whole film. His bare naked butt. Something that they should not even show in a PG-13 film, I think. Back in the day, you couldn't even show a naked butt without it being rated R, a film being rated R. That's how loose the ratings are now. You can show a naked butt and get away with it in a PG-13 film. And this film has 2 scenes of sex in it, which is edited just enough to get a PG-13 rating. Which means mostly you hear noises, sexual noises, and the bed rocking, and next thing you know they're both laying in bed naked. Not showing the boobs or anything, just the back and a little bit of the butts. Man, with all the inappropriate humor used in this film, Hollywood has made a whole lot of money to spawn 2 sequels. Each sequel topping each other with more inappropriate humors. More inappropriate humor being used than the last. All 3 sticking to the PG-13 rating. Just like this film, the first film, just sticking to the first film with the PG-13 rating. All 3 rate PG-13. Now, obviously, Hollywood seems to love its trashy filth and has tons of sexual humor and a lot of, radar comedies. And then they make, the thing is, they even throw this trashy humor into PG-13 films, like this one. Hollywood makes a lot of PG-13 radar films. Now, sometimes they do make some good films that are G-rated, PG-rated. Sometimes Hollywood does make good movies. But it seems they love to use a lot of trashy movies. They like to make a lot of it. This film, the only thing I have nice to say about it is if it didn't have all the sexual humor and all the other stuff it has in it, this film, had a basic good storyline. But when they throw all that trash into the storyline, it just wrecks the whole movie. I don't know. It's just crazy. This film could have had potential if they would have not thrown a lot of the stuff in it because of the whole action part of it. The film has great action. The actors do a good job as far when they're not using the trashy stuff, which is throughout the movie. But the actors, they use good actors. Mike Myers has starred in some, maybe 1 or 2 films that weren't totally trashy. 2 films which were appropriate. Elizabeth Hurley, she does some good movies once in a while, but mostly, almost all her movies are inappropriate except for a few. She's a very talented actress, and I like to see her in more rated G films, PG films, even Christian films. And Mike Myers, he's a funny guy, but he just does a lot of toilet humor lately. I mean, I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 films with Mike Myers that weren't trashy. 2 or 3. And the rest of them were trashy. And he's been around for a while. Says Elizabeth Hurley. This has been Tim with the Movie Reviewer. Telling it like it is. Hollywood, wake up. Stop making trash. Make more good films. This is Timwithams, the Christian movie reviewer that tells the truth, whether Hollywood likes it or not. Reminding you that if you like the job I'm doing, please push the thumbs up button, or at least subscribe. Until next time, God bless, and goodbye.